Well, you guys asked for this one. Time to talk about the funny haha Lasagna man. Hello everyone, I'm your host Kelpart, and welcome back to Ranked, the series where I rank stuff. Today on the chopping block, Friday Night Funkin' versus Gorefield. So yeah, Gorefield time. This mod is definitely very high quality. The art is absolutely stunning, the charts and mechanics are a great time, the music is really solid, and yeah, that's kind of about it. And yes, I did say really solid. I don't think this mod is in any way bad, per se, but it also isn't nearly as good as some people say it is. I'm in the dead middle here, folks, but it's still an overall great time, so I'm really excited to talk about most of this mod. One quick thing before we start, no, I'm not talking about AlterCAD or any of the extra things, just want to get that out of the way, because I know someone in the comments is going to be like, hey, why didn't you rank this? Because I didn't feel like it. So if there's anything that you think I should have included, I'm just going to go ahead and say it here. Not including it, sorry, just the stuff that's in the base mod. Womp womp, die. But, with that all being said, on to the rankings, starting with... Number 21, Ultrafield. I hate this song with a burning passion. This is not the worst FNF song ever made. Heck, it's probably not even close to the worst one I've ever ranked. But this song infuriates me to absolutely no end. Let me get the positives out of the way first, of which there are shockingly a few. The art is incredible, like, genuinely amazing. Ultrafield's design itself is great, and I really like how Boyfriend is drawn. The notes scrolling in the background for Ultrafield is also a really great detail. It just really makes the song pop in a way that I love. I also don't utterly despise the instrumental in this one. Is it great? Not particularly, but it's not the worst thing ever. My main problem is when we get into what it's based off of. See, Ultrafield and Sansfield are from a game called Bad Monday Simulator, and Ultrafield is almost a one-to-one cover of a song from that fan game. Now, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but it still annoys me to no end that this is basically just a cover of a song that already exists, and a worse one at that. Because, you see, not only is it not original, the part that is supposed to at least make an FNF cover of a song better, that being the vocals, is bad. I'm sorry, the vocals are just trash in this song. Now, credit where credit is due, I actually kinda like how Boyfriend sounds. Besides one song, Nexus has a very nice sounding Boyfriend chromatic that is used really well. It's just that Ultrafield is terrible! His vocals are so scratchy, sometimes they're just mixed way too quietly, and sometimes they even blend into the instrumental. The song also just is sometimes chill. Like, it feels awfully laid back sometimes for being the big final fight against big old bag of bones over here. It throws off the entire vibe of the song, which would be bad enough if the song at least had good vocal melodies. You wanna guess what the song is lacking as well? The melodies add nothing! The vocal melodies, the original part of a cover, add absolutely nothing to the cover. Do you get why I hate this one yet? And oh no, we're not quite done with this song yet, because I still have to talk about the chart! Okay, remember Indie Cross? Remember how the blue and orange bone notes were somewhat balanced and added a decent challenge while still not making the song too difficult? Well, Ultrafield takes that mechanic and just completely ruins it. It spams notes everywhere and makes the effect for hitting/missing some of the notes practically non-existent. Oh, but don't you worry, even though the mechanic sucks, not like it matters, because the chart itself is awful! It's just not charted well at all. I'm sorry, but there's just no fun patterns to play here, and sometimes it just devolves into spammed notes for no reason. Like, just seriously. No! This song is so bad, and I'm done ranting about it. If you like this song, more power to you, but I genuinely despise this. Too bad it has a few good elements, so D tier, yay, how fun, it's not bottom tier. Ah! Number 21, Hi John. Hi John. This song sure is. It definitely has the melodies of all time, and there is art here with moving sprites. I also do in fact believe that there is a chart that goes along with vocal lines on top of an instrumental, so by all legal standards, this is a song. To be honest, there isn't even really anything all that genuinely awful here like with Ultrafield. It's just so nothing. The instrumental is boring and barely has anything diverse going on with it. Gorefield sounds incredibly one note throughout the whole song. Boyfriend sounds okay, I guess. A little boring, but fine enough. The song just gets worse as it goes on for me though. I hate the one section, you know the one. It's just, it doesn't sound good. You know what I'm talking about. I'll put it on screen right here. You know the section. Go listen to it. It doesn't sound good. And then the building blows up and the song gets even worse. Yay! The sirens in the instrumental don't make this song better at all. It just hurts me so much. Oh, and don't expect blowing up a literal building to make the instrumental any more intense. If anything, it gets less intense as the building blows up, which is just not how the progression of the song should work at all. The song even has not great art, which is probably the only time you'll be hearing me say that throughout the entire video, because guess what? Gorefield is known for having incredible art, but here it doesn't even look good. That's how whatever High John is. And I mean, that's about it, to be honest. High John is just a really boring song that I don't ever want to have to sit through. But I mean, I guess I don't hate it, so congrats, High John. You're not last. Number 19, Curious Cat. If High John was boring, then this is bingo night at the psych ward. Literally nothing happens in this song. Gorefield has one of the most boring chromatics ever. Boyfriend sounds good, but trust me, you're going to get real sick of how this boyfriend sounds by the end of the mod. I'll talk about it more later when it actually is relevant, but this is the Bitfox boyfriend chromatic. It sounds really, really good in small doses. Unfortunately, Bitfox made over half the OST for this mod, so we are going to be hearing this boyfriend chromatic a whole lot throughout the video. It does still sound really good though, which is what really kept this song above D tier for me. The opening instrumental is also a really good way of setting the tone of the whole song. Does it keep that up for the duration of the song? God no! But there is enough of an unsettling feeling here to help the song, even if just a little bit. This is another song that just kinda has art and charting. Like, it's good, but nothing really to write home about. Much like the song, so we're gonna move on now. Number 18, Gorefield. I can imagine the pitch for Gorefield as a song going something like this. Alright guys, so you remember that song Curious Cat from the start of the mod? So what if we did that song? But again. But this time, he's sad. And thus, this abomination was born. Literally almost everything I said previously can be applied here, minus 2 points. For one, Normal is here. Yeah, I don't like how Normal sounds in either Gorefield song, so keep that in mind for when we get around to Nocturnal Meow. Just something about the mixing is too loud, and the higher pitch of the chromatic just makes it weird. Now, you'd think that'd make this place lower than Curious Cat, but this song does have something that makes it not terrible. The feelings the song goes for, and the overall hopeless feel it conveys, I just love it. I think the instrumental sounds perfect for this, with the silent rain throughout it all being a nice touch, and while I don't necessarily like how the vocals sound, I commend it for trying to make it feel like a struggle between Gorefield and Normal. It's nice, but unfortunately it's stuck in a song that doesn't really support the idea all too well. Number 17, Bigotes. Don't you guys just love the smell of missed potential in the morning? Because I sure do. Speaking of Bigotes, or Bigotes, however you say it, this song is great. Lyman being the finale of the week is definitely a bit of an odd choice, but one that I still appreciate. He just straight up has a great chromatic here, and it's used fairly well throughout the song. Especially in the pixel section, but again, I may just be a sucker for bit crushing as per usual. Boyfriend is alright. Definitely the weakest use of any boyfriend chromatic from Nexus's catalog of Gorefield, but still not terrible by any means. The instrumental just wraps it all up to being a really nice song, and I mean, it's more than okay for an only 2-minute 30-second song. What do you mean this is almost 5 minutes? Okay, almost is a bit of a stretch, but like, seriously guys. The length of this song was not even remotely deserved. It drags and drags and drags and drags, almost completely killing anything the song had going for it. To add to this slog, the instrumental is pretty much just the same thing the whole dang song. It sucks too, because if this song was like cut down by a little less than half, it'd genuinely be one of my favorites of the whole OST. The length just hurts it here. The art though, this might genuinely be the best looking song in the whole mod. The effects behind Lineman are absolutely stunning, the background's animation is amazing, it's just all amazing stuff. But that just leads me to the charting. Yeah, as much as I hate this song for its length, I was very tempted to give it low B tier. But this chart, it's not exactly a bad chart, but the mechanic of the fist notes are painful. You have 4 HP, and each fist takes away 2 HP, and there are a lot of fists. It's such a sharp difficulty spike from the last couple of songs that kind of just annoys me more than anything when replaying it, so for that, Bigotes is C tier. Still not a bad song, just one that's way too long. Oh, also, for V3, if Bigotes is left in, please just fix the mechanic and cut the length, it would genuinely be such an amazing song. Number 16, Metamorphosis. Okay, but hear me out, what if we did Curious Cat a third time? Nah, this is different, albeit with kinda the same issues for me. It's just kinda boring, man. Most of the melodies are bland, and that's mostly thanks to Gorefield. Yep, time to address the elephant in the room. Better early than never, I suppose. The Gorefield chromatic is used in a whopping 10 songs for this mod, which is pretty much half the OST. Now, I know many of you think I'm about to complain about it being overused, but to be honest, that doesn't really bother me very much. Is it a little lazy? Yeah, maybe, but for the most part, it makes some sense. My problem is just, I don't really like the chromatic very much. It can be used absolutely fantastically, but it normally ends up just sounding pretty bland with every melody. Music people in the comments can correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds almost bit-crushed in a way, and not in a very good way either. Still not a bad chromatic by any means, but not exactly one I'm a massive fan of. The instrumental of Metamorphosis, however, yeah, this is absolutely what carries the song for me. The whole song is just super eerie, which works wonders for what it's going for. The piano especially, I love it here. Boyfriend also helps. The Bitfox Boyfriend chromatic has a bit of an echo to it that definitely helps define that more empty, eerie feel to it all. The first damage mechanic is also introduced here, and I mean, it's fine enough, I guess. Doesn't really add a whole lot, but it doesn't really hurt the song in any way. And yeah, that's about it. Metamorphosis is just kind of another simple song that does in fact exist. Number 15, Roses and Quartz. Now we start getting into the hot takes of this video. I mean, I think. To be honest, I don't know the general consensus of Roses and Quartz anymore. Like, I used to think this one was super popular, but then it started not being very popular, so... I don't know, is this a hot take? Tell me in the comments below. I don't even know at this point. But man, there's just something about Roses and Quartz that is keeping me from liking it all that much. I feel like this version of Gorefield, I don't remember the name of him, sue me, was really the one that suffered the most from this mod not giving new chromatics. Like, I feel like we could have had something incredible, but we just got Gorefields again instead. I mean, he sounds okay here, I guess, but it's nowhere near great. Something about the vocals in general are just kinda off to me. Like, sometimes they don't line up perfectly with the instrumental. I know it's weird and probably just a me thing, but I swear, it just doesn't line up sometimes. It sounds so off. I don't like it. What is up? Am I going insane? Or is this actually a thing that happens? It's weird. It's weird, and I don't like it. Boyfriend sounds pretty good, though. Like him a lot. Also, this art? Easily some of my favorite for the mod. The pencil sketch aesthetic is just pure eye candy. Charting kinda sucks, though. Like, it's not even an unfun chart to play, per se. It's just one of the few times in FNF where the chart just straight up does not line up with what Boyfriend is singing. I mean, yeah, Roses and Quartz, I don't get it. I truly do not understand why a lot of people like this one, I think. Again, I'm still not sure of the consensus on this song anymore. But oh boy, remember how I said this is when the hot takes start? Yeah, we're gonna really get to a hot take here. And that's on both sides for the first time. Some people are gonna say this is too high, and some people are gonna say this one is too low. And I'm over here in the middle just vibing. Fun! Number 14, Nocturnal Meow. This song is not utter filth, nor is it incredible. It is just alright. I want to rant about Normal for a second though. Remember how I complained about him in frickin' Gorefield? Oh yeah, ha 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 ha, it sounds terrible here, ha ha ha, this is the only reason this song is so low. Oh my god, imagine that chromatic, everything I complained about it, and then they gave him awful mixing! Like, seriously, Normal is mixed way too loud for this song. Why is the chromatic overpowering both the instrumental and Gorefield? I don't get it! Gorefield is also mixed just a bit too quietly at certain points, but it's not too noticeable. However, while I really don't like the vocals very much, like again, Normal, don't like you at all, please, Normal, get a better chromatic, the melodies here are actually kinda catchy. This is helped by the instrumental, which helps to add that eerie feel that Bitfox is rather good at capturing in this mod. It's just, I can't appreciate that when the only thing I can hear from my frickin' ears is Normal! It's so frustrating, because on one hand, Gorefield sounds decent, and I love the melodies and instrumental, but then Normal's mixing and chromatic are so bad! The good definitely outweighs the bad here. Again, final ranking being a B tier is pretty good, but with just a few minor tweaks, this song could have been genuinely phenomenal. So yeah, I don't hate Nocturnal Meow, you can sue me for that, but again, don't get too happy, it's not the greatest thing ever. Well, now that that's out of the way, on to number 12. What do you mean? What do you mean we have a number 13? I didn't forget about a song. I would never forget about a song. What? Hold up, let me check my papers real quick. No, I double checked it. I triple checked it. I've checked this script a million times. I wrote the dang thing. It says, finish talking about Nocturnal Meow, move on to number 12. It doesn't say anything about another song in here. I couldn't have possibly forgotten one, right? Oh! Number 13, Terror in the Heights. Here's a funny story. This song just does not exist in my brain. When I first played this mod, I barely remembered it. When I talk about the first week, I never remember to mention Terror in the Heights. Heck, as I was making the tier list template used in this video, I genuinely forgot to make an icon for the song. In fact, this song is so forgettable, I literally just re-listened to it while writing this entry and forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, hold up, I gotta go re-listen to it again. Give me a sec. Okay, I have my thoughts written down, and I think I know what I need to say here. This is objectively a good song. A very good one, in fact. I like how Boyfriend and Gorefield are used, the instrumental sounds epic and intense, it's all good. I just cannot for the life of me remember a single melody besides, like, the main one. It is genuinely one of the most forgettable FNF songs to me. And I have no clue why! It's not even like it's devoid of memorable sections. The opening with Boyfriend solo and the choir in the instrumental sounds incredibly dramatic in all the right ways. Boyfriend slipping in the middle of a big melody is a neat feature too. I mean, this song has a lot going for it. I just can't explain why I don't care at all. Art's great though, I absolutely love the colors on both sprites. What song was I talking about again? Man, probably wasn't important. On to the A-tier songs. Number 12, The Compliment. Man, this song has grown on me. It used to easily be bottom 5, but thanks to a couple things, I have really started to like it. The main reason is Gorefield's vocals. This is easily my favorite use of them. And yes, I know we still have quite a few songs with this chromatic in it, but those are just better for other reasons. This is where the chromatic truly shines in my opinion. It just sounds so powerful here, with each note hitting exactly how it should. The bold sounding melodies also help this one stand out quite a bit. Unfortunately, that's about all this song has going for it. It's a great reason to love it, but to be honest, Boyfriend here actually drags the song down a bit for me. It's the Bitfox chromatic that really hurts it. I think the echoey feel was not at all what the song needed. Does it still sound good? Yes. Do I think it could have been better? Also yes. The instrumental is also just kinda okay. It all adds up to being a pretty good listen, but nothing that I'm exactly going out of my way to listen to. Still, this song has my respect for the use of Gorefield's chromatic. One quick thing before moving on though, the awesome art from Roses and Quartz is back again, and it looks just as stunning as it did there. I'm gonna be honest though, I'm kinda just stalling for time at this point, because the next song is probably the hottest take I've ever had in a video. And I know I've had pretty hot takes, but I know that whether you love Gorefield or you hate Gorefield, everyone absolutely adores this next one. So, go ahead and get your shotguns ready, because I feel as though I'm gonna get killed for this. Number 11, The Great Punishment. The Great Punishment is so incredibly overrated. I genuinely cannot stand how much people like this song. That being said, nobody start tweaking or anything. I still really enjoy this song. It's just painfully overrated is all. It's a pretty fantastic start to the mod, all things considered, being a slower yet still ominous piece. This is the first time that John's chromatic has been used, and I know that I've been complaining a lot about chromatics so far, but this is how you do a chromatic. He sounds great, it's perfectly balanced in every use of it, and it works really well with Gorefield's chromatic in this song. Gorefield still sounds fine. I don't think this is the worst use case of its vocals in the mod, but it doesn't really change the fact that I still find his chromatic to be pretty bland. The groove of this song is pretty catchy though. I will say, it's definitely a little one note, but considering this is the first song of the mod, it shouldn't do anything crazy. The best part of this song might just be the shotgun though. It's a fun enough addition on the mechanic side of things, but the shooting going along with the music is a really nice idea that's executed perfectly. So yeah, on the music side of things, it's just all around a pretty solid song. The art just helps fully round out the song in my opinion though. John looks absolutely fantastic with his poses, Gorefield is a little stiff, but he's a giant creature, so that's to be expected, and the background is some very pleasing shades of green. What a shocker, Gorefield has great art. But, sorry gang, this one is still definitely overrated. Again, really like the song, it does what it's trying to do very well, but I think that's just about it. It's just a really good song, and that's it, and I don't know why people think this is the best one from the mod. It's really not. Hopefully not too many of you dropped at the sight of that. Although, I don't blame you if you leave after you see what's directly above the Great Punishment. Number 10, Mundalavania. Before everyone calls me a hypocrite for putting this one so high, while Ultrafield rots and dead last, let me explain myself. Firstly, I am a sucker for any kind of Megalovania. Like, that's just kind of a fact. I adore almost every form of Megalovania, and this song is basically just a really nice sounding version of Megalovania. Secondly, Sansfield's chromatic. Now, if you remember in Ultrafield, I talked about how garbage the vocals and melodies were, which is kinda what ruined it since it was kinda basically just a cover of a song. And lucky for me, they're fixed here, yippee! I know a lot of people don't particularly like how Sansfield sounds in this song, but to be honest, I think their chromatic works really well. Like yeah, obviously Kat Patella's chromatic is better, but the reason this one works so well is because of the instrumental. It is oddly laid back, although for a Gorefield Sans variant, that actually works pretty well when it's not the frickin' Giga Ultra Sans form. Frickin' Ultrafielder! Since the Sansfield chromatic is much softer and more chill, the pairing actually works really well. And yeah, Boyfriend's vocals are also pretty good. It's the one part of Ultrafield I didn't absolutely despise, so it makes sense that it works here too. As for the other thoughts about the song, the guitar in the background of the instrumental sounds sick, especially leading to the big guitar pop-off near the end. I mean, that section is widely considered to be the best part of the song, so I doubt I need to explain myself. But then the ending with the main theme slowly fading as Girlfriend appears? I mean, hi, I guess. I have no clue why they just decided to insert her here into this one song and never again, but cool, I guess. The flute is a very appreciated touch, though. Also, basic, yeah, I like the art. That's a constant. It's good. Art, good. Gorefield, very good. Yeah. The charting isn't amazing, though. Not nearly as bad as Ultrafield, but the blue and orange notes definitely still don't feel very well balanced. And at the end of the day, yeah, it is still kind of just a glorified remix / cover. A very good remix that adds the F&F elements in well? Yes, but it is still kinda just a glorified remix. Definitely a great song, though. Number 9, Balls of Yarn. Oh my god, guys, look! It's Cartoon Cat! The mod that's absolutely better than this one in every way, right? The mod that totally wouldn't have this in top 3 if it was included, right? That Cartoon Cat? Can't wait to rank it! Oh my god, this song being top 3 and it's only number 9 in Gorefield. Oh my god, I can't wait to rank Cartoon Cat. Oh my god, obviously, I'm joking to a certain degree. I very much do like Cartoon Cat, but that part about it being top 3, Yeah, spoilers for that ranking video, but that honestly wouldn't be that far off. Balls of Yarn is a very simple song overall, yeah, but I really do like the gimmick with this one. Obviously, John still has an amazing chromatic, but the other vocals all do their jobs pretty well. I want to save my thoughts on both Luna and Cartoon Cat for when I rank that mod, but the cartoon Gorefield is so silly, I love him. This whole song has a sort of silly vibe to it all, and yet still manages to have that underlying ominous feeling to it like the rest of the OST. The instrumental is just kinda okay though, like, it's good, it fits the song, it just doesn't really do anything all too interesting to warrant putting this song any higher. The melodies are enough to carry this song to a high A tier though, they're super memorable to me for some reason. Probably due to the alternating turns between the Gorefield and Cartoon Cat characters, but it's great either way. The chart though is complete bull. You play as both characters at the same time, and it's practically impossible to do at the start, so I don't know why I even what is the point? Why? I don't know how to do this anymore. It's not a bot. The chart's not possible to play. I might as well just die. I'm just Number 8, Breaking Cat. This is a real groundbreaking song. I'm funny. But man, was it nice to see the Breaking Bad series made by Lumpy Touch get a song for this mod. I probably would have preferred a Waldo song, which, just saying real quickly, devs, if you're listening to this video, for V3, if I don't get my Waldo song, I will be writing a massive Twitter thread exposing all of you for being horrible people. Please, just give me the Waldo song. It's a peak series, and it's the best one made by Lumpy Touch, and if I don't get my Waldo song, I will, in fact, be rioting. But this will definitely do. As for the song, it's just another solid listen. Like, to be honest, there really isn't anything that this song does that's incredible, thus why it didn't really quite make it into S tier, but everything here is just solid. Like, I know a lot of people complain about this one, and I really just don't see most of the complaints. Jesse sounds like himself, Walta works, the instrumental is decently fast-paced, the melodies are all catchy enough, this song really is just the full package. But again, that's just kinda it. I mean, solid vocals, solid instrumentals, solid melodies, solid everything. It's just a really good song. I mean, I guess I like how it speeds up near the end of the song, that adds a decent amount, but beyond that, this really is just a great song with not much to note. And since this video is already starting to get pretty long and we still have some of the longest entries to go, how about we just have a shorter entry for once? One where we can just stop and take a moment of peace. Sound good? Okay, cool. Thanks, Breaking Cat. You're a good song, just be a bit more interesting to talk about next time, okay? Okay, cool. Number 7, Captive. Man, 3 extra songs in a row. I wonder if we can get to 4. Anyways, Captive. Getting straight into why I like this song, the slow progression of it is just incredible. Lyman sounds just as good as he did in Bigotes, and Gorefield! Regular good old Gorefield! I never thought I'd see the day! He sounds great in both sections of the song, working in both a slow and fast setting. This opening also gets a certain uneasy feeling for the song. I know it's a hot take, but to be honest, I think I might like the first half more than the second half. Of course, the second half is still great, specifically John, he sounds absolutely incredible with the more harsh effects put on him. And as mentioned earlier, Gorefield also sounds great in fast intensity, and overall it's amazing, but unlike the first half, I kinda have some gripes here. Very small ones, mind you, but a few tiny nitpicks. It feels almost rushed. Like, I don't think the section gets to establish itself very much before we get to the final intense section, and the transition into that final intense section, as charming as it is, does kill the rush just a little bit for me. I also just wish the ending had a little more singing. The melodies feel very simple for the situation at hand. Now, I know that was quite a few things, but I still genuinely like this song. A lot, in fact. Enough for it to be put in S. It's just that I feel like the first half hard carries it for me. Also, obligatory haha, the artist peak. What a crazy idea. I could have never seen this one coming. Yeah, I just gotta mention that every couple songs so you guys don't think I'm forgetting. Now then, with Captive done, I would like you to know that the next 4 were incredibly close. So close, in fact, that they switched around 3 times while I was writing the script for this video. So, don't mind the ordering too much. Alrighty, moving on. Number 6, Fast Delivery. Man, I love Lasagna Boy. From both the people who adore this mod and the people who don't like it, I think his songs get overlooked every single time, and it's such a shame since he has by far my favorite week of the whole mod. As for fast delivery, it is incredible. It's weird having a pixelated song with really bit-crushed vocals, but that by no means makes it bad. Lasagna Boy also might have my favorite chromatic in the entire mod. I don't know, it's kinda tied between him and John for me, but he's used incredibly every single time. Boyfriend also sounds great, one of those times where the Bitfox Boyfriend vocals fit the song really well. Specific shoutouts to the section where Mr. Whiskers shows up though. The melodies are amazing, the instrumental really picks up here, and Boyfriend especially sounds great. Touching on the instrumental again for just a second, it does a really great job at getting across that 8-bit style with the instruments used that hits me just right. Unfortunately, there is just one tiny problem with the music. It's short. Like, really short, barely making it over 2 minutes. And that sucks, man. If this song was longer, it'd bump up at least 2 spots. But the length definitely kills its chances for me. Also, obligatory haha art, it's good, the art's good, guys, the art in Gorefield is good, oh my god. Last thing, the charting here is fun, but the mechanic is just the tiniest bit wonky. Like, yeah, it works, it's not hard, but having to hit the notes with the extreme screen zoom can be a little annoying. Beyond that, though, good song, I approve. And to think, we still have another Lasagna Boy song to cover. Not next, though, still gotta wrap up the other full week we have left. Number 5, Cat Patella. And just barely making it into our top 5, we have Cat Patella. Oh, come on. This is the Sansfield song. Everyone knew it was going to be at least top 5. It was actually 3rd for a while there, but 2 songs just barely beat it out. As I said with Monday Lavania, while that song had a much better vibe going for it, yeah, this one is just kinda straight up better. It's still laid back, but in a much less chill way, helping diversify the 2 songs. This is mostly thanks to Sansfield's new chromatic, and like, serious question, why didn't they build some of the other songs around these vocals? They sound amazing, albeit not that much like Gorefield. And like, yeah, obviously it's a bit of a different character technically, I just wish it sounded a little bit more like base Gorefield. But who cares, because John appears! It's a really neat nod to the original fight, as John shows up and says his line from that attack. That little lead-in animation is super well animated too, which really helps make the transition between the overworld and fight sections smooth. And then he sings both the Disbelief theme and a song that might play when you fight Sans motifs? Like, hello? Genuinely awesome references that sound incredible with John's chromatic. If I had just one little problem with this song, it's the same one as Fast Delivery. I just wished it were a bit longer, specifically that ending in the battle scene, but at the end of the day, it's really not that big of an issue because this song just overall sounds amazing. Just something I personally hope for. And again, devs, V3, make it happen, please, I beg. But overall, man, what a great song. I totally get the hype behind this one. Just a shame that the week progressively gets worse from here. Number 4, Laughter and Cries. My child! My poor, underappreciated child! You're finally here! I love Laughter and Cries so much, you all have no idea. Little story to explain this, but when I first played Gorefield, I was on a call trying to unlock the song. The people in that call were telling me, oh, don't get your hopes up, the song you unlock is one of the worst of the mod, and it's really boring, and it's not worth it at all. And then I played it. And then it was incredible. The journey to unlock this song is kind of the real reason I love it so much. It was unironically the most fun I had playing the entire mod. Unfortunately, I can't really count that since I try to rank only what's in the song itself. Luckily for me, the song itself stands its ground really well. Blinky is basically just the cartoon Gorefield from Balls of Yarn, but done better. His sprites are really expressive, the chromatic itself is so bouncy and eerie, and the energy he brings to the song is great. But it really is Boyfriend's vocals that catch my attention in this song. It shouldn't work, it really shouldn't, but the Bitfox echoey Boyfriend sound works really freaking well with the 8-bit instrumental and feeling the song goes for. Arlene also sure is in fact in this song. I mean, she sounds great, I really like the chromatic, but she just barely appears. She feels so underused, such a shame too, since she was really built up while trying to unlock the song, only for her to kind of feel shoehorned into the last couple of turns. Like the last two, my main problem with the song is definitely the shorter length though. Like, why did songs like Metamorphosis, Ultrafield, and especially Bigotes have 3 or 4 minutes, while these amazing ones are barely over 2 minutes? This also feels like the song that would have benefited from having a longer runtime the most, since the ending feels definitely rushed. Are the melodies, vocals, and instrumentals still all incredible? Yes, again, this is 4th place, but this could have been an easy S+ if it were just a little bit longer. Oh, also, I kinda forgot to talk about it in the script, but I absolutely hate Arlene's design. It's not the mod's fault at all, it doesn't bring down the song at all, but why does she look like that? It's hideous. I hate it. Why does she look like that? She looks like Grandma the frickin' thing. Number 3, Health Inspection. So, my old number 2 for the mod. How do we feel, chat? Essentially just apply what I said about fast delivery, but fix the 2 little issues I had with that song. Firstly, the length. It's just longer and more expanded upon, which is literally the only big problem I had with fast delivery. The second issue wasn't exactly a problem with fast delivery, but it was something the song was definitely lacking of a bit in my opinion. Memorable melodies. This main melody is just kinda the best one from the entire mod. I will say, it's definitely a bit overplayed, especially towards the middle, but it's just so catchy, man! And that paired with the crisp-sounding boyfriend vocals, oh, it's so good! Mr. Whiskers shows up again and actually starts singing this time around. And it's just the Gorefield vocals again. Great. I mean, he actually sounds pretty good in this song, all things considered, but it along with the slight overuse of the melodies is definitely what dragged this song out of S+ and down into 3rd. Actually getting to play as Lasagna Boy is neat, but no mechanic this time around, so that's kind of a bummer. Yeah. You know, for being one of my favorites, I kinda wish I had more to say about this song, but it really is just fast delivery, minus the 2 things that made that song not as great as it should have been. So, yeah, an amazing song. I've always loved this one. But it did get beat by something. Something that definitely took a while to grow on me, let's just say. But hey, I finally get the hype. Number 2, Take Me John. Okay, so Take Me John, huh? I will admit, this song definitely took a while to finally click with me, but when it did, it hit like a truck. I don't think I've quite grown on it enough to truly consider it an S+ song, but by God is it about as close as one can get. The just completely raw emotion this dumb song communicates is actually insane. Heck, it's not even like the original animation is all that sad or anything. I have no idea why they did this, but boy am I glad they did. The samples they used to create Garfield's chromatic here hit exactly as they should. They're monotone, but in a way that shows a hint of sadness and emptiness. And that paired with John and Liz, the 3 work surprisingly well together. Oh yeah, Liz. I guess I should talk about her vocals. They're great. Easily the weakest of the 3, but they still sound nice. But what I'm honestly surprised to say is that Gorefield sounds the best here. I know, the section with what might be my favorite chromatic in the whole mod just isn't the best one for once, but it's all because of that main melody Gorefield has. Just him screaming John's name to no avail, it hits so incredibly hard in the emotional part of my brain. And then the sad transition into Gorefield just losing it and falling into the abyss, still crying out John's name, genuinely amazing. It's incredible. Like, my god! How did I used to think this was the worst of the extra songs and one of the worst of the mod? I guess I haven't talked about the instrumental yet, but to be fair, the vocals are definitely the star of the show here. It is very dynamic with the song though, calming down when John and Liz are introduced, only to pick back up with that incredible melody I talked about from earlier. The build-up into the final section, said final section having both an uplifting yet desperate feel to it. Just, honestly, I'm talking myself into putting this song into S+ while writing about it. And yes, I apologize for killing Yellowletter with this placement. My bad, gang. She's probably having a stroke from seeing it this high. And again, it's not quite peak yet, especially since I've been getting more harsh with my overall placements on a tier list. But man, it is so close. But I mean, come on, you all know what's number 1. Love it or hate it, I feel like you eventually caught on that it was going to be first. So let's not delay any further, shall we? After all, God awaits. Oh, come on. A widely popular finale song, in a ranking video coming from the guy that always likes the big finale songs. This was first the moment I played it, and it has never once even been close to changing. So, because of how long the song is, I'm gonna do that thing that I do where I talk about each section individually. Starting us off, the beginning of the song is really good. I'm honestly kinda surprised by how much I like it, given the fact that I did not like how normal sounded in either of the Cryfield songs. but the mixing here is genuinely so much better, and that honestly makes the chromatic 1,000 times more tolerable. And then the big man himself. Gorefield has two chromatics at the start of the song, one for his bass form and one for his main, kind of. The second chromatic is used before he transforms, which is a bit odd, but I mean, it's still an amazing chromatic, so I like it a lot. The first one is pretty much just Garfield's chromatic from Captive, but hey, I already stated that I really like that one, so it works. The instrumental and melodies are so absurdly dramatic, it really does feel like the opener to a final fight. And the visuals help give this feeling too, with all the particles flying around, the animation being stupidly smooth. It all gives off this amazing feeling of it actually being the end. And of course, that leads us to the three sections that reference previous weeks. Now, really quickly, since I know I need to mention it eventually, because it's the main thing that's been talked about with Cataclysm recently. Oh, is this the ending of the story? Is there really even a story to the mod? Oh my god, is this a thing that wraps up the story in Gorefield? Oh my god, it's just, I hate this argument. It's dumb, and I'm on neither side. I will say that it's a shame that both the cool artsy Gorefield and Cryfield didn't get to appear. It would have been an absolutely stunning finale and wrapped it all up nicely. But they didn't have to be here, you know? It's kind of like how Identity Crisis in Versus Imposter only has red, green, and black. Like, I don't see anyone complain about that mod and that song specifically ever doing that, but here it's like the biggest disgrace on planet Earth. Like, be consistent. It only really needed the main ones, and I think they hit the main characters here. Would it have been nice to see the other ones? Of course, but it was by no means necessary, especially when the three sections we have all sound great as well. The Great Punishment callback is definitely the fan favorite of the three, and I can definitely see why. I can't legally say it's the best use of the chromatics since it's so short-lived, but Gorefield sounds amazing here. And of course John sounds as great as he always does. Yeah, Lasagna Boy still has my favorite though. The melodies are just a bit more memorable, and the instrumental changes to have that 8-bit feeling again, and Mr. Whiskers kind of annoys me, I'm gonna be real. Does he sound good? Yes, but this is definitely the best example showing why they probably should have had more diverse Gorefield chromatics. Since it's so short, it's not really the end of the world, but I still don't particularly love the reused chromatics. But the problems don't end there. Sansfield is back yet again to be the weakest part of the entire song. Now, credit where credit is due, the section itself is actually really well done. Sansfield having his Mundi Lavania chromatic would normally be an issue, but again, the instrumental changes to be more laid back, which definitely makes it sound great. Also, hey, Boyfriend gets to make an appearance, which is nice. You can definitely tell this part was made by Nexus, since the Boyfriend vocals don't have that echo that Bitfox likes to put on them. But yeah, this section sounds great. In a vacuum. You see, it's like how I described Fredbear's part of Out of Bounds, if you remember that. Great on its own, but when there's this massive slowdown to the song that was just progressively building and building, I can't help but feel like it's a bit out of place and doesn't belong. The transition into the ending section is very smooth, but that swift turn into the slower section has a lot of whiplash, definitely making it the worst part music-wise for me. But yeah, that's kinda made completely obsolete by this ending. It's just so beautiful. A little less chaotic than I was expecting a song like this to sound, but honestly having a more triumphant last encounter sort of vibe to the song just feels right. Normal sounds incredible by himself, Godfield's vocals are commanding the whole thing, and that instrumental is beautiful. Specifically the choir that can be heard near the beginning. I love choir sounds in FNF instrumentals. And the art here too! It's absolutely stunning, especially Gorefield. And then Normal dies at the end. It almost feels natural? Like, it's what all that build-up was for, and it's a dang fine ending at that. This is a dang fine song at that. Okay, I think that I've stalled for long enough. Let me talk about my big issue with the song. This frickin' chart. It is so stupid. Like, I get it, okay? You needed to make this the big finale of the mod, super difficult and stuff, but making the scroll speed stupidly fast not only adds artificial difficulty, which I really don't like when mods do, but it just flat out makes it not that fun to play. And before you mongrels in the comments say that it's just a skill issue, I can assure you, as someone who can easily FC the song, it is not. Just because I can do something doesn't mean it's fun, man. Man, I really don't want to end this ranking off on a sour note, because this song genuinely deserves all the praises I've given it. Although, to be fair, ending off on a sour note for the best song of the mod does kind of fit the whole theme that I've been going for today. You see, this mod has become very controversial, especially this song, and I figure that I should probably end this segment with kind of a warning to you guys in the comments, because not gonna mention who, but I'm sure you all remember the whole Gorefield fiasco with one of my friends' channels, and I swear, if any of you get toxic in the comments, do not even think about coming back. Like, I'm not gonna deal with any toxicity. I was a part of that when that happened on one of my friends' channels, and I'm not gonna let it happen again. So, yeah, just don't be toxic in the comments, please be respectful. It's all just a fun ranking video at the end of the day. Just let people have their opinions about this song and this mod and everything. It's just kind of a thing that happens. Please don't be upset and get really mad at people for just dumb opinions. It's really dumb to get mad over stuff like that. But as for me, yeah, Cataclysm is incredible, and I'll probably stand by that forever. Gorefield! What a mod, am I right? Definitely has some room to improve, specifically musically, but for once, I'm kind of in a weird spot. This is the first time in a very long time that I've covered a mod that has a confirmed update coming. Eventually, at least. So who knows, maybe V3 will come out and fix all these little issues I have and make some amazing new songs as well. Also, just saying, if I don't get my Waldo song, like we talked about earlier, I will find every single one of you. And you're not gonna like me when I find you. Also, hey, future me here, just adding something in post. Literally on the day of me recording these lines, Spitfox is currently streaming some Gorefield V3 stuff, and he showed a sneak peek for the Great Punishment V2, and it's rock! Like, seriously, what? That's hype, that sounds awesome. Okay, yeah, really cool, just felt like I should add that. That sounds amazing. Anyways, back to the actually scripted part of the video. Speaking of the songs, here's the tier list. Again, very good mod overall, just a few not very good songs holding it back from true greatness. Now then, as it's the end of the video, you know what that means, time to announce what the next video is. Even though I've already done that, it's Flavor Rave, we're doing Flavor Rave next. After that video, well, I have some ideas, but nothing particularly concrete for the time being. With that being said though, if you enjoyed this video, why not subscribe? It's the swag choice in my opinion, and my opinion is Shrimply the best. Make sure to like, comment, turn on notifications, all the good stuff. And of course, links in the description below to both my socials and my Discord server. But with that being said, I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you all next time. Bye!